What's up, Knights? I'm Adamantium, and welcome back to some more West of Loathing. Today, we're going to try to get this train back from Emperor Norton, and hopefully help out our dear friend Shmee here, get it back to Frisco. So let's go. Jump onto Spook's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand on Spook's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass, just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Gary decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. Phew. Hello, Norton. I don't want to fight him. Wait, didn't I have to get a safe... Didn't I have to get, like, safe crackin 5? 2000 XP. Yeah. I'm gonna go off. I need to find a place to get 2000 XP, so we'll head around a little bit, but that's like gonna be what we do at the end. Let's go up here to Wasco's Comedy Shack. Hey there, Gary. Oh, Hey, what's up, Gary? I think this we're living a crazy squirrel man's. What now? Crazy squirrel man's, you seeing? Holloway's Hideaway. What do you think we should do next? Hooray, your eyes look much better. Yeah, they're looking much better too. What? Haha, never mind. Let's get after that Emperor Norton guy. Let's going back to Frisco for trail finding. A skeleton moseys up to you wearing a leather vest, chaps, and a rancher-style felt hat, bleached white by long years in the sun. He also has a tin star on his lapel that says Texas Ranger. He glares at you with suspicion in his eye sockets, but doesn't say anything. He's missing his jaw, so he probably can't even hiss like most skeletons. Hey, what's up? You're a long way from home. Skeleton apparently decides he's interested in you and turns to continue on his way. Hey, wait. You're hunting for somebody, right? Maybe I can help. Skeleton considers this, then pulls out an ancient and faded wanted poster from his vest pocket. Looks like he's after some bandit leader named Dirty Jim Deeks, who, based on the date of the poster, has probably been dead for at least 50 years. You've been on the trail for a real long time, huh? Skeleton nods, with steel in his eye sockets. What follows a long montage of you and the ranger asking town historians about old bandit gangs and checking library newspaper archives and genealogy records. It wouldn't be an exciting movie to watch, but every clue that brings you closer gives you a definite thrill, and when you finally track down the location of Dirty Jim's grave, you feel like a champion detective. When you arrive, the skeletal bandit is sitting on his own gravestone with a board from the lid of his coffin across his knee, cleaning it resembling an old revolver. You hang back out of the way as Ranger marches up to Dirty Jim. Dirty Jim's nod amicably, also short a jawbone, and the Ranger gravely nods in turn and waits for Dirty Jim to finish his pistol. After a minute, Dirty Jim peers down the barrel of the gun, seems satisfied, and loads it. The two of them square off in a classic gunfight pose, arms akimbo, hands flexing, and ready to grab iron. A leaf falls from a scraggly graveyard tree. When it touches the ground, 2 shots ring out. And then Dirty Jim collapses into a pile of loose old bones. The ranger turns and nods to you, touching the brim of his hat in a salute. You salute back, and he tosses you a tin star before collapsing himself. Texas Ranger badge. Did you hear the one about a Texas Ranger who got so mad at a scrap of cloth at the big party that he could only bellow a single incoherent syllable? It was real Texas Ranger. Hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Wasco Shafter's the name and comedy's the game. Are you here for a real thigh-slapping good time? Alright, hit me. Hand over 5 meat and Wasco clears his throat. Okay, so a skeleton walks into a bar, and the bartender says, wait, it's a horse, not a skeleton. Sorry. Anyway, after the bartender asks the horse, hey, why's your face so long, buddy? Okay. You wanna hear another one? Sure. Alright, a guy walked into a bar, and the bartender says, sorry, we don't serve goblins here. Or we forgot to mention the guy's a goblin. Anyway, the end. What in the what? Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Take my wife, please. Please. Seriously? Watch the next bow. Got any more jokes? Anyway, I just flew in from Canada, which is weird, right? Because people can't fly, except for in balloons or gliders, I guess. We won't actually have airplanes for at least another couple of decades anyway. Oh, okay. Wasco, you're real bad at this. What? No, I'm not. You're bad at the stuff you do. Dumb things, probably. Come on, let me tell you another one. Okay. Okay, so a guy walks into a bar and he asks for a beer and a mop. And the bartender says, "What's the mop for?" And the guy replies, "Because I'm a skeleton." Okay. Boy, it really, really cold yesterday. Just ask me how cold it was. This guy's really bad at telling jokes. Alright, here's a classic. What walks on 4 legs in the morning and 2 legs in the afternoon and 3 legs at night? A man, but dumb. Psh. Seriously, you aren't good at comedy. Shut up, I'm great at jokes. No, you aren't. But what about your timing is terrible. Timing. So my Uncle Alex thinks he's a chicken, and my wife suggested we take him to see a psychiatrist, and I said maybe we should take him to a regular doctor. Because I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be possible for a regular human man to lay eggs. What? Oh, okay. So I got a job as a manager on a baseball team, and all the players have weird names. There's one guy literally named Who, another one called, I don't know. Third base. Seriously? Knock knock. No, really, come on, knock knock. Who's there? I'm telling you, sincerely should quit. Alright, fine, I admit it. I can't tell jokes worth a darn. What else am I supposed to do, though? You're a pretty decent banjo player. The Jewel and Dirt Order could use a banjo. Huh. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Can't be much worse. I'll head on over there shortly. Thanks for the idea. Sure thing. Wow. Really used to have pickles in it. Now it's just a nasty old pickle juice. Howdy. Name's Holloway. Hab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering. I ain't seen another person in a long time. That's not surprising. This place is pretty secluded. What do you do here? Mostly I sell pine cones to squirrels. He frowns. Well, I used to. Huh. Well, alright. Holloway chews on something he had stored away in one of his cheeks. What happened to the squirrels? One day, they were here, and the next day they were bloodstains. I had the creepiest dream that night. I dreamt a little girl with big, empty white eyes jumped in through my bedroom window and asked me if I wanted to have a tea party. Let's talk about something else. That was the doll. That was the... Oh. We might have just accidentally made this guy have a bad dream. And the doll unalived all the squirrels. Oopsies. Yep, that was definitely our fault. All because we decided to play with that little talking doll and have a tea party. A goblin runs up to you laughing. They're carrying a boulder over their head which is taller than they are. Whoa, wait. What are you planning on doing with that? Haha, you catching? No, stop. Not throwing. You're not fun. I can't catching a rock like that. How are you even lifting that? Finding magic will bring a strength in mine. Now, very, very strong. Warn them against using the ring. This can't be good for your health. You're going to snap every tendon in your body. What? Ring 2 strength will breaking you joints. You just tricking me to giving it to you. No way. The goblin tooth is fun. You just boulder into one hand so you can wave goodbye at you. Sheesh. Coal Smasher 5000. Weird shaft goes down further than you can see. Okay. Down we go. An impassable cave. Don't even try to pass it because you can't. What if I can? Hit the problems. Bing bam boom. You hit the elevator in all the right places. It starts up like it's surprised. Gotta go to level 2. These cultists are really going to town with the whispering and tracing of spirals in the air and generally being really creepy cult weirdos. As you approach one of them, notices your square mask and gasps. A chosen one. A chosen one. Other echoes and whisper. Yep, that's me alright. Move aside, please. I need to get to whatever's at the other end of this room. We must not move. We are tracing the spiral. Good. I appreciate your dedication, but I really need to get through here. Look, just here. You take 1 step to the left, and you 1 step to the right. Please. Good, thank you. You sidle through the cultists and see some kind of weird altar beyond them. Oddly, when you turn to look at the cultists again, they're all vanished. Weird. I feel like the El Vibrato stuff is what these cults are after. Yeah, it's a big cross made of El Vibrato stuff. Its precise lines and corners stand in marked contrast to the altar, which makes your eyes spin involuntarily when you look at it. Take it. Huh. I got the El Vibrato cross. Well, then let's go down again to level 3. Down we go. Huh, I need 30 muscle. It's a child's bracelet. What the heck is that doing here? I need 30 muscle. Right now I have 17. Really? 17 is all I have? That's a little bit off. There's a bunch of cultists here whispering to themselves and tracing spirals in the air. 6 of them to be exact. You start to push past the cultists. Hey, don't. Oh, a chosen one. This is a great honor. Yeah, thanks. Blessing to the master and spirals and stuff be upon you or whatever. Scram, please. But this is our hour of prayer. We can't leave for any reason. Are you wearing a watch? Huh? No. Do you know what time it actually is or how long you've been standing here? Well, no. Stuff like that is real fuzzy down here. Yeah, the hour of prayer has been over for like 20 minutes. Oh man. We wouldn't want to overpray. Come on, everybody, shifts over. Looking at this altar makes your stomach spin. The center spiral has a nauseating optical illusion effect that makes you feel like it's spinning, even though it isn't. You feel like if you get too close, you might fall right into it. This shaft really got shafted by a cave-in. Okay, do I have stuff to make me stronger? So now we should be good to push this cart around. Push it. It's ready to be grabbed. So I go back to the surface now and grab it. Activate the winch. There's a button labeled smash. Press it. The machine worked its magic and compresses the massive lumps of coal into much smaller coal. You got super dense coal. This chunk of coal that has a tremendous amount of pressure applied to it. Now all you need is a few hundred years and you have a great big diamond. There's a whole crowd of cultists here muttering and doing creepy Tai Chi. Alright guys, break it up, move along. A square mask, a chosen one. That's right, and I've got things under control here, so you can all go find something else to do. But this ritual requires at least 8 people. And what ritual is that exactly? Well, you know, drawing the spiral whispering peons to the master. But this particular version of that takes 8 people, and it needs to be done right here in this hallway. Well, that was my understanding, but you guys should go read the manual again. Go on, shoo. The cultists leave questions, murmurs, and shrugs. Now I can break this. Okay. There's a trapezoidal piece missing from the crossbar. Insert a keystone. You insert the keystone in the crossbar. Snick. Enter the portal. The shaft goes down further than you can see. The cross-shaped L vibrato device is going crazy. Place it in the machine. It snaps into place of its own accord. The terminal screen reads West vibrato containment power offline, East vibrato containment power offline. Positronic resonator detected. So do I have to do something with this now? No, apparently not. Hi, well howdy there. Welcome to Last Custard Stand. I'm Custard Man Stan, and I make custard like only Custard Man Stan can. Can you try some? Tell me about your custard stand, Custard Man Stan. Not much to tell, just a plain honest custard stand selling plain honest custard. But it's the last one? What, like the last one before you get to Frisco, or last one in the whole territory? Heck, the last one in the whole world so far as I know, but I can't swear to that. Are you sure it isn't the first? Yep, because the first one was also mine. It was farther up north. Whole dang operation was ate by a wasp, stand and all. Huh. Moxie, mysticality, and muscle. This dry washer's caked in dirt. Wash and dry it. Nice. Take the shiny thing. Strange silver. Well, let's go down. Hit the problems. Write it down. What's up with these? Yep, another El Vibrato thing. West Central Storage Facility. There's a bunch of paper cards in here. Unlock. Yeah. Take the cylinder. Huh. Whoa. Abandoned mine cultist camp. This is a weird place. Some doodles spiraled over the table. You don't like this spiral at all. Self-containing an effectively infinite amount of sarsaparilla. You already got plenty. The note says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to Desert Delve. See you soon. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Jeff. Sincerely, Jeff. Huh. What does that say? The place is poorly ventilated for a campfire. Maybe that's why no one's here. Yeah, it looks pretty smoky in there. A harried-looking young woman in a military outfit darts in front of the door as you enter. Oh no, I can't be having any more misfits in this jerk ward. You can either swear to me that you're halfway competent, heck, even a quarter, and that you'll help sort out this crew of no-hoppers, or you can turn right back around and march double time. Sure, I'll help. All right, I'm going to hold you to that promise. Come on in, Captain Harriet Davenport. My name's Bird Holiday. What's the problem, Cap? Problems. Welcome to Camp Fubar, where all the Army's idiots and rejects are sent to. They're out of the way. I have had it up to my eyeballs trying to run this place. Please help these morons figure out their malfunction so they can muster out of here and leave me in peace. Can you give me some details? You'll need to talk to them individually for more information, but the brief is we got a scout who's blind as a bat, a cook who can't figure out how to make a corned beef hash on toast, a guy who can't load and fire a cannon without blowing it up or maybe shooting backwards, a guy who somehow, and I can't for the life of me figure it out, is too bow-legged to ride a horse, and a kid who is sent here because he can't figure out how to tie a bow tie. Oh, and just to put the icing on the cake, we have infinite goblins living in our storage shed. Wow. Okay, I begin to see the scope of your complaint. Pal, you're not just whistling Dixie, so what you do to get sent here? You can hear her teeth grinding as she growls at you. Do not ask. Okay, well, I'll just take a look around then. This guy squints real hard at you as you approach. Howdy, do I know you? Your fuzzy silhouette doesn't seem familiar. Nope, just pass through. What do you do here? Well, I'm supposed to be a scout, but I went and broke my only pair of glasses. Without them, I can't see a dang thing. Maybe these will help. He takes binoculars and peers at you through them. Well, I'll be. That ain't half bad. He climbs to the top of the watchtower and looks around. They work. I can see a dang thing. Hooray. Howdy, they call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why you seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They've been so far out I can't hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like a dickens. The captain said it keeps him riding a horse. Yep, they're too wide. Horse slips right out between them. Huh? I think I could ride a mule, though. What with it being a tad lower to the ground? Where would you get a mule? There's a place up north that rents them out, but I can't get out myself, so I need someone to go set up the contract on behalf and have them send me one. Alright, I'll check it out. If I put my stuff on, I can just bend his legs back. Bend his legs back. You don't need a mule. This is 6 hole is still a minute. Huh? Well, okay. With some grunts from you and some cries of pain from him, you normalize his legs. Ow. Great jumping Jiminy, man. Oh, don't be a baby. Look, they're much straighter now. I guess I can't deny that. He winces as he mounts a nearby horse and rides out of camp. Oh, okay. So he just bent some guy's legs. That's totally how that works. Okay. Howdy, what's the haps? I'm supposed to be a cannoneer, but I'm terrible at loading cannons. They always explode, except not the way they're supposed to explode, or else they don't explode at all. Huh? The only time I ever got one to fire right, the cannonball knocked my sergeant's hat off, and he was standing right behind me. I still can't figure out how that happened. They assigned me to this loser squad and said I can't report back for proper duty until I figured out how to load a cannon right. Give him the book. Huh. Here, maybe this will help. Oh, huh? Well, let's see. He flips through the pages, which have big numbered diagrams. Oh, you take the stick bang out before you put the cannonball in. Well, that certainly sounds easier. Let him figure it out. He carefully follows along the directions of the book and successfully fires a cannonball over the wall of the fort. I did it! Wow, great. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go get my new assignment right away. Cool, good luck. Huh. What's in here? Sign in the front says, important gun storage, no goblins. You open the door a crack and take a peek. Naturally, the shed is crammed full of goblins. To the ceiling, they're barely recognizable as individual goblins. Wow, geez. Oh, what? Let Gary seeing. Gary takes a peek and reels back in shock, slamming the door. Ah, gross, awful. A goblin popping in there. Maybe two. Is that what happened? All those spores and nowhere to going, all growing into new goblins, and they just smooshing all up. Ugh. How do I take care of it? Do I just have to leave the goblins in there? There's a nameplate on the desk that says General What's His Name. That's his basic empty, but you do find an old metal discarded in one of the drawers. Metal of Atticacy. Hello. Howdy. Hi, what's wrong? Ah, gee willikers. I had a pretty good job at the General's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here. What happened? Everything was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling, and I can write shorthand, and I'm an A+ boot polisher. But then the General went and decided he looked more serious and sophisticated with the bow tie, and he expected me to do the tying for him. No good? Nope. I could do a sheep shank and a bowline and a clover hitch, but for the life of me, I can't get a bow tie to look right. The General sent me out here with one to practice on and said not to come back till I got it. Okay, here, grab the two ends like this, right? You want this side a little shorter and that end crosses over the top and then under and up, while the other side does a sort of zigzag, see? Then you bring the upper bit straight down and back around, and it folds under there, and then you pull them tight. Got it? I think so. Let me try it. The two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it right without bugging himself in the eye. I think I've got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the General. He runs out of the building, waving a bow tie in the air. Good luck. Howdy, Private. Cooker. How appropriate. Well, it would be if I knew how to cook, like even a little bit. What seems to be the trouble? We've only got 2 ingredients here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to combine them. What are the ingredients? Corned beef, hash, and toast. Try to help him with a metaphor. What if you thought of toast as a shoe? You know, I seem to understand where you're going with this. And you think of the corned beef as a hole in the ground. So I should put the corned beef hash under? No. Next to... No, I'm sorry, I don't get it. Can we try again? Sure, let's try again. Toast is a shingle. And corned beef is... So I put... Okay, wait, no. Sure, let's try again. The toast is a shoe, and the corned beef is a shinola. Of course, I put the corned beef on the toast, just like shinola on the shoe. I get it now. Thank you. You're very welcome, sir. Great job. That's everyone dealt with and out of here. That means I'm finally out of this hellhole, too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees your clipboard, snaps you a salute, and marches out of the fort. All in a day's work. As you're riding along, you suddenly nearly bowled over a smell of flowers. You follow your nose, well, technically you direct spooks to follow your nose, and find a delightful little home nestled among the trees. Stop and smell the flowers. Olive Garden's homestead. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name's Bird. Howdy, Bird. I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Nice garden you got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow to eat. I just grow 'em to grow 'em. In fact, if you got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you like. Thanks. Sure thing, hon. Why, I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Did you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus, all different shapes and sizes, and all different colors of flowers, too? I'll be. If you know what sort of cactus you're looking for, they'll help you survive out in the desert for quite a while, too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water, and several varieties bear edible fruit. That's fascinating. And that's even before we get into the medical uses. Did you know if you sterilize cactus spines over hot coals, you can use them for sutures? Although you have to be careful because there's a couple breeds whose spines are actually venomous. Well, I'll be darned. Did you know that saguaro cactuses, those are the tall ones with the arms that you probably picture when you think about cactuses, generally live to be 160 or 170 years old. Sometimes as old as 200 years. Heck, they aren't even considered an adult till they're 125. Probably think I'm silly, but I kind of think of these cactuses as pets. They're like my big, green, perky children, though a lot easier to take care of, obviously. People probably think of me as that weird cactus lady that lives outside of town, but that doesn't matter to me as long as I've got my needle babies. You know, if you love cactuses so much, why don't you marry one? Bird, you're definitely not the first person that suggested that. And I'll tell you what, I would absolutely positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. Cactus Bill, guess what? Howdy, Bill. Howdy, say I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady yet. I have found just a gal for you, Bill. Do you mean it, Bird? Sure do. She's a cactus-loving lady named Olive Garden, and she's a real peach. Give Cactus Bill directions out to Olive's ranch, and he hitches a ride on the next passing stagecoach. Godspeed, Cactus Bill. A thin stream of smoke over the next hill indicates a nearby campfire site to check it out. It turns out instead to be a man strolling around nonchalantly. He's wearing a top hat which is on fire. Hey, mister, your hat's on fire. Yes, I know. You don't seem particularly bothered by it. Well, I don't think panicking would solve anything. I guess you have a point. Of sorts, so what's your deal? My deal? Well, I'm an artist. Ah, I see. So is this some kind of performing art thing? Oh, you mean the hat? No, that's just a coincidence. I'm a painter. Mister, you need to take that hat off. You'll roast your brain. Perhaps, but think how handy it would be for reading at night. Look, I'll put it this way. You're artist, right? You depend on your eyes for your ability to create. Well, once your hat burns down far enough, your eyeballs are going to boil in their sockets. Ah, well, that would put a hamper on my painting. Of course, well, before that happens, your brain will roast, starting with the parietal lobes on top, which govern visual perception and object manipulation. Oh my. Very well, you made your point. Here. Thank you. Safe, crackin. Perfect. Now we unlock the door. Okay. I go look angry and confused. Climb up to the roof. There's lockpicking 3. I still can't do the train. You know what? We'll come back. We'll finish the train in the next episode, the next video. and that will probably be the last video on West of Loathing. A burly lumberjack-looking fellow has set up a table in the middle of the road with a sign that says, Toll Road 1, Arm Wrestle. He grins widely when he sees you and plants his elbow of his absurdly muscular right arm in the middle of the table. Sit down across from the lumberjack and clasp hands. I'm not bothering to do dialogue here because it's all and hunk and etc. Long story short, you eventually manage to force your opponent's arm to the table as he graciously gestures for you to continue on your journey. Looks like this is where you go to rent a mule, just judging from the sign, you know. Howdy, welcome to Alamo Rent a Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to rent a mule. Excuse me, but didn't you ride up here on a horse? Yes. So what do you need a mule for? Guess you have a point. Please remember us in the future if your horse breaks down, though. Bunch of features you can get extra for renting a mule, such as side of coleslaw, extra cargo space, saddle warmers, cruise control, getting kicked insurance, deluxe eyeball wipers, steel belted radials, two-way sneak through wind vent, self-kicking tires, sound dampened shoes, anti-lock goose, butt muffler. A great another customer as if I didn't have enough to deal with already. What with the paperwork and the heat and the mule bites, someone keep trying to steal my lunch out of the employee icebox, and my trick knuckle is acting up again. Gosh, sure it'd be nice to get a little peace and quiet, but nope, I've got to stand here at this counter all day and the hardwood floors and help my sciatica. Let me tell you, don't even get me started on what they pay us around here. The meals eat better than I do. And if all that wasn't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole in a stupid mine. And will anyone go and get it for me? Haha, yeah, right. Do you mean this bracelet? Wow, thanks a bundle. It's a real tragedy that there are so few selfless and hard-hearted people like you in the world, willing to do a hugely dangerous favor for a total stranger without any exception of a reward. Oh, pretty typical, by which I mean horrible. My shins are acting up, my eyebrows are on the fritz. Anyone believe the amount of paperwork I've got to do, but of course the pencil sharpener is broken, so I have to sharpen my pencil with my hand with a nail file, and the scorpion got in my coffee and drank half of it. That's gonna be the end of this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And I'd love to see you guys come back for the next video, because it'll probably be the last one of West of Loathing. And then we'll move on to maybe the DLC, because there's a DLC in the town of Durwater, that like ghostly carriage thing. I don't know how long that is. It's probably like one episode. But we should do that next. So please come back for that. And always remember to wear adamantium armor.